Zoe. Zoe.
Don't get scared, Zoe.
Zoe, take one. What you doing, little girl? Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hello to the camera. Say hello to the world. Say hello and welcome back to my channel. No? Say hello to the world, Zoe. Say bye-bye. Subscribe to Mommy's channel. No? Aww. Okay, bye, Zozo. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I am filming another look for you using the Natasha Denona, the Glam-Eyeshadow-Palette, and she is pretty. The look that I'm filming you today is this one, which is a softer and more pink look. And if you guys don't know what the inside of the palette looks like, this is what she looks like. She is very pretty, a lot more shimmers in it than some of her other palettes, but more of an easy everyday look. Names of the shadows are kind of randomly where you would actually put them, from the transition. We got crease, we got a lash line, and then we have center eyelid, and so on. And then there is more of the brown tones and then more of the pink tones in here, which today I am filming more of the pink tone. I am excited to get into this look. If you guys want to stay tuned, let's get into this look. So I'm going to go into the Pat McGrath Labs and I'm going to conceal my eyelid and underneath, and we're going to set it down. So just putting a couple bits of the concealer on, and then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to blend this out. Nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary, just trying to get rid of some of my skin color because it is pink. Making sure that I'm getting into the inner corner as well, and just patting softly to make sure that it is all distributed. And then we are going to go into the first shade of the palette, which is Transition. And I'm going to use a big fluffy Morphe brush to set this down from the brow bone all the way onto the lid and underneath. Perfect. My first shade that I'm going to go into from the palette is Crease, which is a light brown shade. And I'm going to use a Morphe brush to put this in my crease. We're going to use a R38. Just going to load this guy up and go from the inner corner to the outer corner, but I'm going to make sure that my eye is open when I do this. So when I open and close my eye, you can still see this shade. Going into it one more time, bringing it on the lower lash line as well. The next shade we're going to go into is Smoke, which is a little bit darker than the last shade. And we are going to use a Sigma E25 brush. And I'm going to load this guy up. And we are going to put this in the outer crease. And I'm first patting it on my lid and dragging it on the lower lash line a little bit to connect. And then I'm going to go ahead and start windshield wiper motions, outer to inner, about halfway up. So right about here on my eye. Even if it goes any further forward, that is not a problem. And I am turning my brush sideways to make sure that I am distributing the product. And I am winging this out just a little bit as well towards the brow bone. And then I'm going to go into the shade Transition again. And I'm going to use a fluffy Morphe. This is an R37 brush. And we are going to just blend the edge out here. And then we are going to go back into that Sigma brush with a little bit of Smoke, not too much, and just intensify it a little bit more. Now we are going to go into the outer eyelid area through here, and we are going to use some shimmers. And we are going to use the first shade we're going to use is this little bit darker one right here, which is Outer Eyelid, and it is more of the, I would say, like a titanium. And then the second shade we're going to use is an outer eyelid as well. So I'm going to take this on the eyelid and we are going to pat this out. to make sure that there is no fallout on the lower lash line. All right, so the next one we're going to use is this outer eyelid color, which has more of like a bronzy brown chocolate look. This is what this shade looks like. And we're going to go ahead and pat that right next to that just to give it a little bit more of a dimensional look. And it's okay if it's a little bit sloppy because we are going to be using more eyeshadows. I'm going to go into this Morphe brush. It's a fluffy little black bristled synthetic brush. And I'm going to mix these two shades that I just used on the brush, just dabbing them just very softly back and forth and just tapping to make sure that the crease is blended with these two shades. You can still see that smoke shade there as well. We are going to go into the center lid, and I'm going to go in with this pink shade, which is called Center Eyelid. And this is what this shade looks like. Very creamy, very soft pink. And we're going to tap this on the lid, and we're going to mesh it with the two shades that we just put on. More of an everyday look. Easy to work with. I'm just going to take any fluffy brush just to make sure everything is blended up here. We are going to work with the inner corner, and we are going to use the center shade from the top row called Inner Corner. And I'm going to use my pinky to pick some of this shade up. This thing is definitely very pigmented. This is a very nice color. It almost looks like there is some pink and some blue reflect to this. A little bit will go a long way. Probably would help if I didn't have such long nails. Then I can actually pat more shades onto my eyelid. And this shade is very nice. I'm just going to grab a Sigma E30 pencil brush. I'm going to take some of that inner corner shade as well, and I'm going to pat this with the brush onto my eye in the inner corner here, and bring a little bit onto the lower lash line. And if you can hear the beeping, I'm making some shepherd's pie from scratch, and it should be almost done in the oven. I'm gonna go in with the center eyelid color again, just to pick up some more and intensify the eyelid. Make sure that I have enough of this pink shade popping in and not too much of the other shades. I'm just gonna go in with that other brush that we were using. And this is looking real nice. All right, I'm going to go into the brow bone shade of the palette, and I'm going to use a MAC 242. I'm going to put this on the brow bone just to give a little bit of more of a lift. Don't need a lot. This shade is quite intense. All right, I'm going to go in with the Sigma E25 brush, and we're going to work on the lower lash line. And I'm going to use some of Smoke and Crease. And we're just going to pat between those two shades and then put this on the lower lash line to intensify it. And then we are going to go in with a Sigma E47 brush, and we are going to use a little bit of the shade Lash Line. And where are we going to put this shade? On the lash line. Just going to put some right here on the outer area just to bring a little bit more depth to it. Not a lot, just a little bit. Now we get to put some rim liner on, and I'm going to use the Tarte Inner Rim Liner. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my inner waterline. Just brightens it up a little bit. If you do not have one like that, you can use the Marc Jacobs Pink of Me. I have used this on my channel multiple times. Now we're going to use some mascara. I'm going to use the Maybelline Total Temptations mascara. And if there's anything that you do need to change, or if you want to add any extras, you can go ahead and do that at this time. But I am good for this look today. Alright guys, this is the end of this look using the new Natasha Denona, the Glam-Eyeshadow-Palette. I used more of the pink shades compared to more of the brown tones in this palette. But I do like this palette a lot. I only have not used two shades from this, which is Center Eyelid, which is the gold one, and Blend. So what you guys think? Please give me some thumbs up. Leave me some comments in the comment section. And click that notification bell. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Flip her upside down. Upside down. Upside down. Upside down. Open it up and close it. Thank you.